Hello, everybody. My name is William, and today I'm going to be making some kimchi bokkeumbap, also known as kimchi fried rice. So what I'm doing here is I'm putting butter in a skillet or pan or a large bowl that you put on the stove and put fire underneath. I'm gonna melt that butter real good, real nice. As you can see in the video here, this butter's melting, and after the butter's melted, I'm gonna put me some rice. I'm gonna get me a big old scoop, and I'm gonna put me 4 things of rice in here. Now, please take a time out of your day to subscribe to my YouTube channel, all right? I would greatly appreciate it if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Now here I am, I'm putting rice into the big pan now. That's why this is showing the fire. And this is the level of fire that I'm using here. You can see that. You can adjust your stove appropriately. Now, if you're using a gas stove, I recommend you get a carbon monoxide detector to make sure that you keep your family safe. Keep your family safe. All right, so I'm gonna cook the rice in the butter now. It's gonna make the outside crispy so it don't stick to the pan. Now, kimchi fried rice is a real good way to make sure your kids eat vegetables. Kids typically don't like to eat kimchi. So, for whatever reason, kids love to eat kimchi fried rice. You cook the kimchi, and you add the butter and the rice and the vegetables, and they seem to love it for some reason. I'm not sure why, because the final product is very, it's kind of spicy to them, actually. Not very spicy, but kind of spicy. They gotta drink a bunch of water with it. All right, now I'm just cooking the fried rice here, making sure everything is looking real good. Alrighty now. Valentine's Day is coming up, so make sure you get your significant other something that they'd appreciate. Get your husband or your wife or whatever something that they really enjoy. In fact, don't just limit it to Valentine's Day. Get them something regular on a frequent basis. Now, I got 2 cans of tuna from the pantry, and I had an American brand tuna and then this Korean brand tuna. And let me be honest with you, I don't know if there's any difference, but I decided to open up the Korean brand tuna. Now, when I was driving through Alabama, I noticed that a lot of the American tuna factories are also Korean factories. So it's kind of interesting that the Koreans have bought up a lot of the American tuna factories down there. You know, the cannon factories down in Alabama. But it just seems like, even though it's the same brand and the same factory, that the one with the Korean writing on it is a little bit better quality. I'm not sure why that's the case, but it just seems that way. Now, I had some leftover samgyeopsal or fried up pork belly, so I'm gonna cut it in little bitty tiny pieces. I'm putting it in there. So I put a can of tuna, and I'm putting some pork belly or some fried pork belly or some samgyeopsal, whatever you want to call it, into this stuff. Now, I made a big mistake when I cooked this kimchi bokkeumbap. I did not cook the onions first. It's a great idea to cook the onions first so that it's all sweet and the kids love it because it's sweet tasting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut me up an onion, and I'm gonna put it in the microwave and cook it in the microwave. And then I'm gonna add the onions when I add the kimchi. I want to take a period of time right here, and I wanted to thank the farmers who made the onions and the kimchi, and the people who fermented the kimchi. It ain't easy to ask. We all need to be thankful for the people who prepare our food. It's hard work, it's low margins, not much pay, but it brings us so much happiness. So much happiness. And I'm very fortunate that I can afford to eat such delicious food. And this little pause in the video is just me cooking that and putting the onion up into the microwave. That's what I'm doing right now. And I don't got 3 hands, so I can't move my phone around. If y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel, I can start monetizing this. And I can feed my kids better food and more food and have more kids. And with the population crisis and demographic crisis in the world, we need more kids. So feed your kids some kimchi bokkeumbap. They grow tall, they go strong. They go real strong. Alright, now, like I said before, kitchen scissors are the most awesomest kitchen tool I've ever experienced. In America, we never use kitchen scissors, but they use it in Eastern Asia. And I don't know why we don't use it here, because it's the most it's so convenient. So very, very convenient. Alrighty now, I got me a kimchi from the local Costco. Costco is so very nice. It has a kimchi there. It has a nice brand of kimchi too. So I drove up 3 hours away and got me some kimchi from the Costco. Don't worry, I also got some rice and some other things there. It wasn't just for kimchi. Who do you think I am? I make logical choices most of the time. I also want to thank that hog that gave us life for that samgyeopsal. It's going to taste real good. And I want to thank the fish for giving us life to feed my kids and me. Alright, so I cut up the kimchi, and I'm still cutting it up a little bit more because I didn't do that great of a job. If you hear a squeaking sound, I'm on my porch. I'm on my porch, rocking in my rocking chair, drinking lemonade, doing his voiceover on this video. A couple of my dogs out there playing around. Dogs are such good creatures. Such good creatures. Alright, so I took the onions from the microwave and I added it. I'm adding it to the kimchi bokkeumbap. And that's just me. I'm just sitting the plate down. That's all I'm doing here. But I set the plate down. And now I'm using my kitchen scissors to cut it up even more. I think it's very appropriate that it gets very small because kids don't like to eat big giant pieces of vegetables and onions and cabbage and stuff like that. So you cut it up real small for whatever reason. It's the same stuff. They just seem to like the texture better. I don't know why. It's one of the mysteries of children's. One of the great mysteries. If you know why, just type it down in the comment section after you hit the subscribe button. Now I'm just gonna mix this up and cook it. Cooking it real good. Cooking it real good. I like to stir my kimchi bokkeumbap. I like to stir my kimchi bokkeumbap. Now everybody, This is Kimchi Bokkeumbap. It's done now. You can feed it to your family. Enjoy the video and please subscribe.